back, Starling Bank put out 12 days of festive money tips. Let's see what one of the highest rated challenger banks has to say about spending at this time of year. Number 1, a few small steps to keep your festive budget under control now, during and after Christmas could go a long way. Well, a good way to save money is to not spend as much, but I prefer to promote a way to get what you want and not always jump to cutting back as a first option. That's something best done with time though. So use this as motivation to get your budget sorted for next year and not have to scrimp by setting up a Christmas sinking fund that starts in January. When there is no time, having a plan for what you can spend and where it's going is a good idea. It will stop you going overboard in the wrong areas. Number 2, be thrifty. A Secret Santa is the perfect way to rescue some extra pennies this Christmas. This is a great tip if you can use it. Finding a mutual way to restrict who you have to buy for can work wonders. That could be something like a Secret Santa amongst a group of friends. Everyone gets a gift, but you only end up having to buy for one person. In my family, we switched to just spending on the kids. So our siblings might get something little, but the Xmas budget goes to their kids instead. Number 3, track where all that cash is going. This is talking about the insights part of the Starling app. It automatically tracks spending and shows you various trends. In my experience, it's pretty accurate, and it can be great flicking back through the past few months to see how much our food spending has gone up by. Of course, if you don't bank with Starling, you may find your banking app does something similar. Or perhaps better yet, you can set up a manual tracker. You can then use these numbers to help you out next year. However much you spend on Christmas this year, divide it by 12 and save that each month from January. Think how good it will be next year when all the money is sitting there ready to go. 4, drop everything and come back a little later. They are talking about online shopping sites sending out discount codes if you leave things in your basket to encourage you to complete the sale. Have you ever logged into a site and found something you left in the basket only to take it straight out as you don't want it anymore? Well, leaving some time before making a purchase can help show to yourself how much you really want the item. If you forget about it, maybe that's a sign you could do something better with the money instead. Number 5, look past these annoying TV ads. Price comparison sites are your friends. Finding the best deal is, of course, always worthwhile. Comparison sites are a pretty convenient way of doing that, but I wouldn't forget about some other options, such as cashback sites either. I think Quidco even has comparisons that calculate based on how much cashback you get to really find the best deal. However you do it, making sure you are getting the best value from something is always important. Number 6, split the ticket. Honestly, I'm going to skip this one as I don't use a lot of public transport. Is it cheaper to buy last minute, way in advance, or are there better ways to save money? Let me know in the comments. Number 7, whether you craft something for that special someone or take them out instead, it's bound to be memorable and bag you some savings too. This tends to work better if you have kids. The homemade present can go a few different ways, so you have to consider who you are giving it to. Make sure you pick someone who is likely to cherish the gift and find it thoughtful. Nannies and granddads are a common choice. There are lots of craft ideas out there on Instagram and Pinterest, so you should be flooded with ideas. And it's not just good for your finances, but it's also a lot of fun and gets the family all together. Number 8, shopping done, jobs jobbed, presents wrapped. Well, it may seem like there's no actual tip here, but celebrating your successes is actually a great thing to do. It helps keep motivation high and emotions positive about money and hitting goals. Number 9, a festive clear out. Gather some old items you no longer want and find them a new home. I like to go through the kids' toys with them and clear out anything outdated. You know, the things they haven't played with in a while, or those toys from a program they used to love but have grown out of. This helps out in 2 ways. You get some more space just before potentially receiving some more toys, and you get some money to help give you a little Christmas bonus. It's definitely better to be proactive about this than reactive. Number 10, be a savvy shopper. The tip from Starling here is focused on food and drink. Most people strive for the best deals when it comes to buying the gifts, but we tend to stick to our normal shopping habits when it comes to food and drink. The amount we spend in this area can skyrocket though, so changing it up is a great idea. Are there cheaper shops or alternative products of what you're looking for? Could you buy in bulk with others to share and split the cost? I like to buy the things that last early on. This way I can eke the cost out within my weekly food shop in the run up to Christmas. Number 11, check your statement for old subscriptions that you don't really need and clear them out. This is a great thing to do on a regular basis and can make even more sense around this time of year. If you sign up to some new subscription services, perhaps for the Christmas films or to get your deliveries faster, make sure you check back to cancel before any trials end or to stop the service once you don't need it anymore. And finally, number 12, make Christmas a little more manageable by setting aside some cash in a safe space. I don't think this one is very clear. For me, the best way to prepare is to look at how much Christmas cost me, totaling the gifts, clothes, parties, food, and everything else. Dividing it all by 12 and saving that each month from January. Doing that in a place you are unlikely to dip into. For me, I have lots of sinking funds, so my Christmas pot of money sits in one of many Starling Bank spaces. Starling Bank built Britain's first digital bank, have been voted Britain's best current account 5 times, and have 0 branches. If you'd like to learn more about them, then check out this video over here. If you have any tips or thoughts about Starling Bank's festive money tips, then leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.